for global financial ecosystem, our 10-year arc, there's actually a lot that we're going to get done this year. So maybe I'll go a little bit deeper here. So one, more selection of crypto tokens. So in the existing app, the Robinhood main app, we're going to keep adding, and we're going to continue to accelerate. In fact, we've added 7 new assets since the election, and as we continue to get more and more regulatory clarity, you should expect to see that continue and accelerate. We're also investing in the Robinhood wallet, which is a separate app, and it's our non-custodial crypto wallet. And that's the gateway to thousands of additional coins for our customers. We've seen a lot of good signs, increased engagement, increased usage, and we're going to keep making it better and better. And then we have Bitstamp. So as we integrate Bitstamp, it both allows us access to the exchange market, which is an institutional market. And we really see an opportunity there to drive the same sort of Robinhood effect that we've brought to retail to the institutional space with crypto. It also allows us to tap into Bitstamp's global reach, where they're live in 50-plus countries. And so you should expect that to continue to accelerate this year. But what I'm perhaps most excited about is tokenization. So I think Robinhood is uniquely positioned at the intersection of traditional finance and DeFi. We're one of the few players that has scale both in traditional financial assets and cryptocurrencies. And what that means for us is bringing real assets onto crypto technology and giving people access to real-world productive assets using crypto rails where they benefit from the liquidity and the other advantages of that technology. And what that means is equities, private investments, and more should be brought onto crypto technology to really unleash the true power of the crypto revolution.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And then also, of course, in the first quarter of 2025, we always get a correction. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten, and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up slightly after the big pullback under 80K. And I told you today would probably be flat or move up slightly just because of the big pullback that we had this week. Now we had Standard Charter expects Bitcoin to fall further to 69,000 to 76K by Monday. And do I see that happening? No, I don't. Now, we continue to trade in this same range at the end of next month. Yes, I do see that happening. But we know what happens on the 5th. We know they need Bitcoin as collateral, and open interest picks up. Spot Bitcoin ETF buying picks up at the beginning of the month. Guys, it's like clockwork. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, we had CZ said if you're stressed, reduce your investment size. But guys, we know it's all about timing. It depends on when you came into the market. Because those of us who've been in this space for a long time, this doesn't worry us. We've been through this before. But of course, if you came in late and you bought above 100,000, yeah, you're going to be shaking just a little. But that's the reason why the crypto teacher gives you the warning, so therefore you know what to look out for. The first quarter, we always have a big pullback. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, we had over 231 million has been liquidated from the crypto market in 60 minutes. So, guys, you clearly know there's well selling. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And don't forget, guys, we have futures expiring today. And like I stated, I didn't see any type of big pullback because we've already pulled back big. So, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are being pushed down again today. And we know that is great for markets. We have the dollar up. We have volume in crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at 182 billion yesterday. Make sure you pull on a daily basis during the week. And that repo just shows us how bad things really are. They're manipulating this long end, and we're still having big pullbacks. And remember, the Fed wants to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution. And that means that every sector of this economy is being destroyed, and we can see that right in front of our eyes. And of course, that solution is the machines. And we'll see the people sitting at home getting free money. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have the U.S. will impose an additional 10% trade tariffs on China starting March 4th. And where do most of our goods come from? That's right, China. And that means China is going to put on a tariff. And of course, that's going to weigh on the consumer. And then also, of course, weigh on markets and the economy. Guys, remember, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin spot ETFs right now up. Ethereum spot ETFs right now down. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have MetaMask wallet to add support for Solana and Bitcoin. And we know JP Morgan has his hands all over consensus. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Uniswap taps Robinhood, MoonPay, and Transact for native off-ramps to move between crypto and cash. And guys, don't forget, when it comes to bringing this to the masses, it's going to be seamless. People are not even going to know they're even using crypto. Remember, the NWO does not like critical thinkers. They don't want them to understand this technology because then it wouldn't work. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Deutsche Telekom becomes a validator for Layer 1 blockchain Injective. Also, we have Sam Altman announces GPT 4.5. And he says it feels like you're talking to a real person. But remember, guys, that's the problem. You're not going to be able to tell whether you're talking to a human or not. And they can create images that look just like people, real people that you think is a real person. It doesn't exist. AI created it. But when you add this type of technology with digital assets, and then on top of it, these supercomputers, this quantum computing, there is nothing that machines won't be able to do in this economy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And that's why it's so important for you to get back to the creator and start creating. Now we have the SEC declares meme coins are not considered securities. And now that Gary Gensler is out the way, like I told you, crypto is going to be used as the excuse for taking down this legacy market. They're going to allow these meme coins to run wild. And of course, that pushes adoption. And then also we have the SEC has dropped its case against consensus. But guys, when you look at all these cases that have been dropped, it's all these NWO companies. And you know the crypto teacher gives you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but it sets you free. And I told you from the beginning, all these SEC cases were nothing but movies to kick the regulation can down the road. Now it's time for regulation. And lastly, Robinhood CEO speaking about regulation and crypto. Once we get that regulation on their platform, they'll be able to put in more tokens, the Robinhood wallet, institutional crypto trading globally with Bitstamp, and then also tokenize real world assets. But when we're hearing from these crypto exchanges, it's always the global agenda. It's never just about the United States, and we know majority of their business is global. The emerging markets are going to lead this fourth industrial revolution. And in this new digital economy, you're going to have almost the whole globe being able to be controlled. The SWIFT system with Chainlink is going to have the all-seeing eye, where they'll be able to know you better than you know yourself. And their goal is to make you reliable on that free money. And we know people love free money. They're going to dangle that carrot to get the globe in. And that's the reason why this is biblical. Blockchain is the beast system, along with programmable money. And that's the reason why it's so important for you to understand the technology, so therefore you don't fall for the devil's tricks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.